Hi everyone from my bed. Today I wanted to discuss that our bodies are tools that we must learn to understand separate from the observed self. So, a lot of mental illness, I believe, is caused by believing that we are one with this physical body that we have. But the problem is that the one that actually observes our body and our bot and the things that actually control our body are two different beings. The body functions on its own without the need of an observer, which is the self, what we would call I. So, you know, I have the name Leia, but Leia is using this body and expressing through this body. And an example that can kind of further explain this is the desire or the way we can imagine having a skill in our minds, but not able to execute it unless we are practiced in it. So, for example, a cartwheel. If in my mind I can see myself doing cartwheel, there is no problem there. But my mind is separate from me, the one that decides to think that. Again, so we have an observer interacting with an object. So our body as a whole is like a greater object. It's like a collection of our organs and smaller our systems in our body. So even though I can willfully imagine a cartwheel, the skill required for me to do a cartwheel is not going to manifest itself automatically in my body. I will have to train my body and make it work to to achieve the practice of being able to do a cartwheel and being able to do it consistently. And so a lot of what I've noticed within myself or what I perceive in other people is that in that kind of a situation that can be applied to much broader circumstances, we take ourselves, the one that observes, and then we compare it to the ability of our body, and then we might, because of a lack of information that we are separate from our body, we identify with the body. And if anything, anything contradicts that, we ourselves get riled up, we get offended, or we get stressed. We get stressed in some kind of way. And I think that it is so important to know. And I don't think a lot of people know that they themselves, their name, Ilea, am separate from my body and even my thoughts. Because my body, my thoughts that are in my body, they run on their own. There's some part that I can control, but most of it I can't control. The part that I can control is the influence I have over my body to a degree. And so I would argue, I would just hypothesize that they are bigger decisions that we can make in our lives, such as moving in like environmental changes or, daily lifestyle changes that actually have an impact on the body and improve the relationship between our bodies and the I that you call yourself. So I think that it's just, I think society, all of society, everyone worldwide can benefit from the knowledge of knowing that they are separate from their body, that there's only a few things that they can really control in terms of intricate amounts, but there's bigger decisions that we can make every day or sudden changes that we can make every day that our body can adapt to, and seeing using the ability to have the understanding that our body is a tool that we can kind of manufacture. I think that is so important for people to learn, and that the world is in dire need of that education, because I only see that kind of education in spiritualized spaces. And so it's kind of a foreign concept for common society, I believe. So I just wanted to talk about that a bit today. I think that the work that I do is going to be an emphasis on that. And it's just so important to know that this body is separate from the I that you are, but it is a result of the decisions that you can make yourself. So, that was just a little general talk. It was fun talking to you guys about this. I'll see you soon. Bye.